Hello students. Yes, we are studying the chapter alcohols, phenols and ethers, one of the chapters of organic chemistry. In the previous class, we have studied about the classification as well as the structure of function group of alcohol. Today, let us study the methods of preparation of alcohols. In your syllabus, three methods are being given for the preparation of the alcohols. Those three methods are first one is by using the alkenes, means carbon-carbon double bonded compounds, and the second one is first one is by using the alkenes. Okay, second one is by using the carbonyl compounds. Third one is by using Grignard reagents. By using alkenes, alcohols can be prepared in two ways again. One is by the catalytic hydrolysis, acid catalyzed hydrolysis of alkenes, and the second one is hydroboration followed by oxidation. By using carbonyl compounds, again there are two sub-ways to prepare the alcohols. Carbonyl compounds means by the reduction of aldehydes and ketones and by the reduction of carboxylic acids and esters. Third one is by using the Grignard reagents. So let us continue the study of methods of preparation of alcohols from alkenes. Alkenes means we know that carbon-carbon double bonded compounds. By using alkenes, the alkenes are made to undergo catalytic hydrolysis, that is acid catalyzed hydrolysis. What is the catalyst we are using here? We are using the acid as the catalyst. Hydrolysis means what? Hydrolysis means addition of what? See what we are taking? Alkene, carbon-carbon double bonded compounds. What we are adding? Hydrolysis means what? Water we are adding. Okay. And acid catalyzed in the presence of acid, isn't it? What it forms? Alcohol. It's supposed to form what? Alcohol. Now satisfy the valency, CH2OH. See, we have formed what? Alcohol. This is called as acid catalyzed hydrolysis of alkenes. Noted? See, alkene reacted with the water in the presence of acid to form the alcohol. Isn't it? This is the generally what I have written. If I write the example here, see, CH3, CH, double bond CH2 plus hydrolysis. Reaction is reversible in the presence of acid as a catalyst. What happens? Here two parts are there. One is H plus and another one is OH minus. Sorry, OH minus. Means addition of water in case of unsymmetrical alkenes will follow the Markovnikov's rule. What is Markovnikov's rule? The addition of hydrogen halide we have studied, but the addition of this water to the unsymmetrical alkenes takes place in such a way that the negative part of the adding molecule goes to that carbon atom of the double bond which contains the lesser number of hydrogen atoms. And the positive part goes to that carbon atom of the double bond which contains the more number of hydrogen atoms. Remember, whenever you are writing the product of the acid catalyzed hydrolysis of the alkenes, if the alkene is unsymmetrical, you have to write the product by following the Markovnikov's rule. Okay. See now, this carbon atom contains the lesser number of hydrogen atom, therefore OH attacks here. CH3 as it is, CH, OH and hydrogen adds here CH3. This is what? Isopropyl alcohol or propan 2-ol. What we have taken here? Propene. Okay. This is the example for the acid catalyzed hydrolysis. And now we have to study the mechanism involved in this reaction. Okay. Mechanism includes three steps here. Yes. First, whatever I had written in the reaction, after that you write this as an example. What is the general reaction I have written here? When water is added to this in the presence of acid, suppose H is added here, OH will be added here. Okay, this is how the alcohol is formed. Okay, so now we are writing the mechanism for this general reaction. Why we are writing the mechanism for the general reaction, students? Because in the NCERT they have given the mechanism general. Okay, not taking any particular example. So I have written this. Let us write the mechanism for this. Mechanism. Okay. Yes. Mechanism includes 3 steps. So step number 1. Okay, this mechanism is important, students. Mark it as important. Okay. Yes. The first step includes protonation of alkene. Protonation of alkene to form carbocation by the electrophilic attack of hydronium ion. Water is there. We are using acid as the catalyst and it reacts to form what? H3O plus. This is what we call hydronium ion. The reaction is reversed. This is what we call hydronium ion. Okay, now first step what I have told? Formation of carbocation, protonation of alkene. Alkene what we have taken, that is right. Protonation of alkene. How? By the attack of hydronium ion. HOH. Okay, plus. Protonation means what? Addition of hydrogen. Don't be confused here. Okay. Protonation of alkene by the electrophile. Isn't it? It is an electrophile. By the electrophilic attack of hydronium ion to form what? To form a carbocation. Students, plus first you understand, then it will be easier for you. See, what I am writing, that I am dictating, isn't it? See, protonation. Protonation of alkene by adding the electrophile of hydronium ion to form a carbocation. See, yes. This hydrogen attacks here and this shared pair of electrons will shift to the oxygen. So what we will get here now? Carbon is attached with the one hydrogen atom. Double bond has become the single bond now. C and O3. This will get positive charge. Okay. Plus what? H2O. See. This H2O will get eliminated now. Okay. See. This is what? Protonation. Protonation of alkene. Protonation. Hydrogen is attached here. Okay. Protonation of alkene by the electrophilic attack of hydronium ion to form what? To form carbocation. Understood? Okay. Step C here. I am not writing the explanation of this step here. But whenever it is asked or whenever you are writing in the notes, you have to write the explanation. Step number 1 you are supposed to write. Then you write protonation of alkene by the electrophilic attack of hydronium ion to form carbocation. This explanation is must. Without this explanation, if you are writing this, it doesn't carry any marks. Please keep it in your mind, students. Okay, see. Protonation of alkenes by the electrophilic attack of hydronium ion to form a carbocation. Isn't it? Okay. Next we'll move on to the second step. Step number 2. Whatever product is formed in the step number 1, that we have to write it as a reactant. Isn't it? Same thing I am writing here, that is whatever the carbocation is formed in the first step, that I am writing here. Okay. The second step is nucleophilic attack of water molecule. Whatever water is formed in the first step, that will attack here, because we know that water is an example for nucleophile, and here it has found the electron deficient species, isn't it? So no doubt this water will attack to the carbocation. So what is the second step? Nucleophilic attack of water molecule to the carbocation. We'll check what it will form. Hydrogen is water. Always you have to show the arrow mark from higher concentration of electrons to the lower concentration of electrons. See, nothing extra we are doing in the second step, just the attack of nucleophile. So this carbon atom is as it is, single bond. These two bonds I have shown this side, and oxygen is attached to which two hydrogen atoms are attached. Now the oxygen will get the positive charge. Just check whether it is a alcohol or what. See, okay, is it a alcohol? It is not alcohol. To become alcohol, I have to remove one hydrogen atom here. So it is called as what? Protonated alcohol. What is the second step? Nucleophilic attack of water to the carbocation to form a protonated alcohol. So now you can guess the third step. What will be the third step, students? I have to remove one hydrogen from the protonated alcohol. So what is the third step? Deprotonation. Okay. Third step is what? Deprotonation to form alcohol. Step number 3. Take the product of the second step as the reactant of the third step. C H first. Yes. CH plus what is eliminated here? Water plus H2O. For the protonation, for the deprotonation, for the removal of a proton, water will help here. So, I'm sorry, I'll make use of this. See, from higher concentration of electrons to lower concentration of electron. Okay, it is taking only proton. Therefore, this shared pair of electrons will go on the oxygen atom. So, this thing as it is. Now, oxygen atom to which one hydrogen atom is attached and lone pair of electrons are present. Okay, see, instead of that I can write it like this, isn't it? That H I am showing here. This H I am showing here. If you are getting confused, you can write here itself, which is the required product. Students, hope this is clear to you. Plus what? See, water is there, it has taken one hydrogen atom. It will become what? H3O plus. See, in the first step, we have added hydronium ion. In the last step, we have removed the hydronium ion. Means hydronium ion came out. Okay. Therefore, we call it as catalyst. Acid as a catalyst. Why we are using the acid here? To form the hydronium ion. Remember. See, hope this mechanism is clear to you. Okay. First one is what? Protonation of alkene by the electrophilic attack of hydronium ion to form the carbocation. Okay. And second one, nucleophilic attack of water molecule to form a protonated alcohol. Third one, deprotonation to form alcohol. Write the mechanism neatly. Show the lone pair of electrons, positive charge, bonds neatly. Okay? And this mechanism is very important. Next we will move on to the, see, we are studying the preparation of alcohols by using alkenes. by using alkenes by the acid catalyzed hydrolysis. Next one is by using the alkenes by the hydroboration followed by oxidation. Alkenes by hydroboration followed by oxidation. I'll take the alkene here, CH3, CH, double bond, CH2, propene. Hydroboration followed by oxidation means we are adding the diborane. What is the formula of the diborane? B2H6. Yes, B. Its structure is like this, isn't it? Here there is no any electron sharing. It is just a force of attraction which we call as what? Banana bonding. Isn't it? So instead of writing it is B2H6, I can write it as BH3 twice. Isn't it? BH3 twice. BH3 twice or HB2 twice. Is there any change? No. Only one H we are writing separately. HB2. HBH2 twice. Isn't it? Remember why I am writing this? Because in the NCERT they have given it like this. So you need not to get confused. It is nothing but what? It is nothing but diborane. Yes. 4 and 2 hydrogen. That is 6 hydrogen atoms, 2 boron. Isn't it? So now what happens? One of the hydrogen is added here and BH2 will get added here. So this is CH3. Addition of borane takes place along the carbon-carbon double bond. CH2 is there. Okay, this hydrogen adds here and this BH2 adds here. Okay, see here. BH3, such two groups are there, such two BH3, but here we are showing the reaction by taking only one BH3. Don't get confused. Okay, here we are explaining the reaction by taking only one BH3. So one BH, out of one BH3, hydrogen is attacked here and BH2 is attacked here. Next, what I do, I treat this addition product with one more molecule of the alkene, CH3, CH. What it has become now? I will write it as CH2 and CH2, BH2. Got it? Okay, next what happens? Out of this BH2, one hydrogen adds here and only BH remains here. Okay, so what happens? CH3, CH2, CH2, BH twice. Okay, one more molecule of alkene I have taken here, CH2. Yes, one more molecule. When this addition product is treated with the one more molecule of alkene, what happens? Here BH2 is there, no? Out of this, one hydrogen goes here. I am clearing you students, okay? Yes, this is the addition product now. This remains as it is. Yes, BH2 is there, no? This hydrogen goes here. Means only BH is remaining, isn't it? See, CH3, CH2, CH2. Two molecules are formed and what is remaining? Only BH is remaining. If I treat it with the one more molecule of alkene, what happens? If I repeat the reaction again, CH3, CH, double bond, CH2. Again what happens? This hydrogen adds here. Means such three molecules are formed. CH3, CH2, CH2 twice, only B is remaining. I cannot continue the reaction further because there are no hydrogens to attack the carbon-carbon double bond. Okay, now this hydroboration completes. Now we have to make this reaction to undergo oxidation by using the three molecules of hydrogen peroxide H2O2 in the presence of aqueous sodium hydroxide. Only I am writing OH minus here. Aqueous means what? H2O. Okay? Yes. To the three molecules, I make it as 3. To the three molecules of this one, I am adding 3H2O2 means what? 3 times OH minus. Okay, I mean 6 times OH minus is nothing but 3H2O2. So out of the 6 OH minus, 3 OH minus will attack here. That is to form 3 alcohol molecules, CH3, CH2, CH2, OH 3 times. Now what is remaining? 3 times OH is remaining, isn't it? So that will go out as a side product, and even the boron is remaining, boron and 3 times OH, boron hydroxide has formed here. Okay, this is what about the hydroboration followed by oxidation. Okay, see, B2H6 is the formula of the diborane, but what we are taking here, 2 molecules of B2H6. So I have written it twice. But in the reaction, I am showing the attack of only BH3. Okay, BH3 attacks here, H goes here, BH2 attaches here. This is the addition product called as adduct. Okay, when I am treating this with the one more molecule of the alkene, this hydrogen attacks here. So only BH remains. Okay, and 2 molecules of such is formed. Again the same reaction is followed, only B remains, and when it is made to undergo oxidation by using the oxidizing agent as a hydrogen peroxide in the presence of aqueous sodium hydroxide, 3 OH molecules will attack here to form a 3 propanols. I mean 3 propanol molecules, propan 1-ol or N-propyl alcohol, to find boron hydroxide as a side product. Okay, this here you can write the name of the product, N-propyl alcohol. Okay, yes, this is about the method of preparation of alcohol by using the alkenes. By using alkenes, alcohols can be prepared by the either by the acidic catalyzed hydrolysis of alkene or just by the hydroboration followed by oxidation. Okay, in the next class we will study how the alcohols are prepared by using the carbonyl, by the reduction of the carbonyl compounds. Okay, practice the reactions and keep studying. Thank you, students.